Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and I'm coming back for an hour because I'm waiting for a lady to turn up for some craft supplies. So I'm going to crack on with pages where I can find them. I have put them down. We're going to start with page 2 now, and I'm going to name these page 2 front and back. So this will be the front. Obviously this will then, on the other side, will be the back. So what I'm going to do to this, and I've already cut it, is I've grabbed some early espresso and I've cut it at 9.5 by 4.5, and I've scored it 1/2 inch on the short side. Then I'm going to decorative punch this because I just love it. So let's pop this in, make sure we're getting it right to the end. Oops. I just love this punch, and then we can sort this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a white photo mat to this. If I do stop early, I will film back and then wait till the lady has gone, obviously, and then I'll come back. But that's if she turns up early. If she doesn't, then I can film for an hour. So I'm thinking I've done my spine wrong already, but I will rectify that. Well, I haven't done the spine wrong, I just added too many bits. Oh, I need to come out and do that again. Just this last little piece. There's one there as well. What happened there? Oh, I've done it again. It doesn't want to play ball. There we go. Now I should grab it. There we go, right to the end. And I got a little square there for some reason. But I'm going to do what all the other crafters do. I'm just going to film until we get it bang on and I've got it how we like it. And I'm not going to worry about the length of the video, because if you didn't like it, you wouldn't stay and watch. So I've tidied that up as best as I can. I can now then attach this on here. It's the same height. In fact, it's too long. What's happened there? That's because it's only 9 and this should be 9. What am I like? I've done it to 9.5, so it's 9, not 9.5. I've got bits of paper everywhere. There we go. So I'll have to trim my white piece, which is going to be for a photo mat. So let's make sure this is 9. If it's 9, then it needs to be 8 3/4. We can measure twice, cut once. Isn't that right, girls? At least I didn't make it too short. There we go. I'm loving this. I hope you're writing everything down as we're going along. So I'm going to use this as a photo mat. So I'm going to put some little pieces across. Absolutely, I'm adoring this absolute beautiful album. So I'm going to use my wet glue, which is the art glitter glue. I adore this stuff. It goes off, and I don't get me wrong, the Carlisle's great if you want wiggle space, but I should never have used it on the cover of this beautiful. But I've got more paper now, so I can rectify my little cracks. I haven't mited that end. I did do, but now I've just trimmed it again. So let's fold this over and we can attach this to our wonderful page. So you want it up to the score line. Don't go over. Obviously, make sure that's level at the top. Perfect. Glue on the back of my hand. Let me just check that is got a little white rim down there, but I'm not fussed on that at the moment. So where's my white? Do you know the next album? I'm going to actually sit down. I don't care if it takes me 6 days. I'm going to work out every piece of cardstock I need. We're going to put every piece of cardstock in, and then we're going to come back and decorate. Because trying to do both at the same time is just a really long process. But if you like that, like me, then that's okay. Making sure you get the good distance. I love these papers. Yeah, I've got a lady coming all the way from, I don't know where actually, to tell you the truth. She's coming it's taken her about 4 hours to get here. We could literally just glue that there and there now if we wanted to and just use that for DSP. But why not flip this over? And we can add some little pockets here. I'm having a closure, or we can use DSP and we can then measure 3 little slits in there to have them as pockets. Let's all grab some paper. But now we've put photo mats on the front, we're really going to save. So let's get my pencil. I'm going to cut that off there, and we need that then to come to there. I am having a ball. Do not throw your strips. What's wrong with this now? It doesn't want to go under there for some reason. There's nothing catching there. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes. Beautiful. Look at these gorgeous strips we've got there. So that is going on there. Beautiful. Right close to that score line. Just how I want it. So now we're going to do some markings. Because I actually want... Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm going to do it like this. Watch now. I don't know whether I want it. No, I think that other side is beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Do. Now, which way? We have a pattern running downwards. Don't want to get too close to that. We're going to go take that all the way up to that score line and then just pull it down a little bit. So we've got an even border. I love that it looks distressed as well. It's just so cute. So we're going to add little strips and we're just going to tack them and then have pieces of paper. So what I'm going to do, just leave that to dry for a minute. And let's have a look. Balloons. We don't want balloons again. Let's see what other papers we've got here. Maybe we could use this for strips. This is the same but in pink. let's have some toys. Let's get some toys on the go. Make sure our paper is level. Cut that little white strip off. And I'm just going to cut these at a half-inch strip. So I think one will do for now. Perfect. And maybe we can come back to that in a bit. So let's grab, so this is page 1 and 2, really thick. Gosh, a lot going on that one. So we may have to cut some of these pages down. So I'm going to have a waterfall element on the back of this. So let's use our cutter parts now. See if they're wide enough. If not, they're too wide. So we need the smaller ones, like the horse. Not wide enough. The pram would be perfect. I don't know what that is. It's gone. So we could trim down. I could take that end off and literally have that and use that as a pocket. And then where's those little strips I've just taken off? I could add these along the top to give a decorative edge. Let's cut some of these off. So the pram is perfect. So we need to take that all the way off this white edge. Let's just take these white edges off full stop. So then you can see if we need to trim any more. So is that one as wide? Picture-wise. A little bit wider. So let's just check. That's perfect. So I'm just going to glue the tiniest amount down there and have that as a tuck spot. Going as little as possible. I may even scrape that around there. Beautiful. Now we can lay this on here. Just make sure that's not trapping against any score lines. No, that's great. So we can use that as a little tuck spot. It does help if you let it glue down first. You know me, I rush. Don't rush, again. Take your time. So that's going to act as a little tuck spot, but we've got tags. Where have my tags gone? Here, these gorgeous little tags, we've got them, we can pop them in there. I'm going to see if I've got, that's obviously too wide. Is my little teddy bear wide enough? I think he would be once we trim him down. I am loving this. I love that teddy bear, it's so cute. Again, I'm going to take all that white section off. top. Not losing much then, are we? So, and we've still got plenty of this paper left. So we could pop that one on there. Leave enough gap at the top and bottom so they're the same. So let's just remove the tag a second. And again, we're going to glue 3 sides very pale. Very thin, should I say, pale. Perfect. So we want us about the same distance at the top as we've got there. Absolutely fabulous. Smushy, smushy. So we can get a tag in the top. Another tag, come on. And then another tag just poking out there. Beautiful. And then and this folds flat. Give that a good burnish. So our toys now, we can add a little border at the top, the middle and the bottom. So the distance we need is 3 1/4. So I need 3 of those. One. 2. 3. I need nails. So, because there's no right or reason for these, what's the distance is 9, isn't it? So I want that at 4 1/2 across there, across there, and across there. So we've got not tucks, but we've got photo mat space, or even journaling space. Perfect. It's all about you. So the little rocking horse is the right way round. And then we can keep that at 4 1/2. Loving it. Check which way round my little rocking horse is. There we go. That is so cute. Let me just check. Yep, that's straight. That is so cute. Don't look at that. You won't see that. And then you've got these tuck spot areas here. Oh, I'm loving it. Love it, love it, love it. So, let me get my rubber. Get my glue. Right, piece of paper for this side now. So I'm going to do, where's this piece? A tall piece. Because we've got brown on there. So I'm going to add some more. But am I going to add it as a little border? Yeah, maybe so. Just a tiny little border. It comes to the top. Where's my pencil? I'll just check. And I'm just going to pull it out a little bit so I can see this at the bottom. And I'm going to just have that level there. Because this is the brown pen. You don't want to put a piece of DSP and have this whacking thing here. Perfect. So again, I'm going to glue that right up to the score line, but leaving a tiny little gap all at the top and bottom. Then we're going to put a strip in there, and then we're going to put some white on that to have it as a photo place. I want to use as less DSP as possible, but with great impact. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, nice little border, top and bottom. So when the page is open as well, it looks like one large page, but actually it isn't. It's a fold over. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now all we need is a strip of balloons maybe, or something down this side. I wish I hadn't chopped that little teddy bear off. Maybe we could get away with that actually. The perfect height. What a shame, little bear. So it looks like he's just sneaking in around the corner. White gap as well. Perfect. I love this. Oh, you could even use the balloons. Oh, let's have the balloons, is there? That way we don't have to make our little bear look like he's been chopped off the face of the planet. So when I come along to do the boy one, which is going to be after this, I'm going to have all the gubbins worked out, the instructions, maybe even see if I can do a PDF file and put it on the blog somewhere. Love that. So the distance of that now is 3 3/4. 8 3/4. Just so I could get this piece in there. That's 3 3/4, so 3 1/2, or maybe 3 5/8. So these are extras now that I'm putting on. Just need another slither coming off the bottom. Just to add that, so you can see the brown, and I'm loving this. It is coming on beautifully. I'm loving the brown against that. Oh, I'm sweating pints. Perfect. I love that. We need to incorporate some ribbons at some point. So this is classed as a whole page now, really speaking. It is 6.5 by 9. So it's 6 by 9. So you could even add that little girly there and just glue her in the centre so they can tuck a photo behind and get a good size 6 by 4 in there and a good size 6 by 4 in there. That's what we're doing. And if I put her, let's get this measured up. So it's 9. So if I put her right there where the glue is, and then, like I'm saying, they could get a 6 by 4 photo then. Slide that behind her. And also one that side. Maybe I'll make some mats up with any leftover brown that I've got. So let's just pop that there to show that it's a tuck spot. So there we go. That finished page 2. I'm going to flip it over now so it's the back of page 2. And I've got like a waterfall element. I haven't added anything, I've just cut them to size. So what we're going to do, I've got a flat piece which is going to be my base piece, fingers crossed. So we're going to put this down, then we can add strips down the side so we're not wasting all that DSP. So that's going to get glued flat with a mat on. And then these are going to get scored at 1/2 inch. And I've got 6 of these, and these are 5 3/4 by 4, and the white is going to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So good sized mats really. So when we add our white pieces, and we can choose to have this any side, I'm going to try and get it roughly in the middle. So if that is 6, perfect, it's going to stay there. So let's get that on glued in. I love this espresso, this card, it's beautiful. Love it. So our little photo mats then will fit on there beautifully. Missed the middle completely then. Just got a nice little 1/4 inch gap all the way around. And then what we do with these, I've cut 6 because I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're just going to add one at a time until we get to there. Just make sure you've got them nice and level and that they're even at the bottom. So I'm going to make sure they've got a white piece on the top, and then underneath they can just add a photo on there. And we're going to add some strips of strips of DSP so it looks like they float in even inside. So I can match that up with my white on the other first piece. Just line this up. So it's nice and level. Press down. Love it. I love it. And then you can just line that up, top and bottom. And you know you've even got your white cardstock lined up beautifully. So, oh my gosh. I will go all the way to the top. Even if I have to cut a couple more of these. Just a way to add so much. And now make sure it's lined up. Wasn't that nice of Mr. Boyce to come and chat the other week? Love it. Well, last week was it? He says you'll have to start coming in more often to say hello to you girls. You never know, it could be a husband-wife team in the end. If I'd nag him enough, he might come and start crafting. Because he's quite creative. He makes things with his hands, like troughs and planters, and you know, he's got a good imagination. That's his little soul. They're going to hang beautifully. So, may even have to make one or two more. Or we just put a head in at the top and have some nice ribbon even. Perfect. Love it. So many places for photo mats. It's just brilliant. The more space you can give someone, the more memories they can fill up with their album. I've got two more. I'm going to put a header, you know, like let's find something on the paper so you can add a gorgeous topper. Otherwise we'll bulk out the page. But these are laying pretty flat. I like that. Love it. Oh, I don't know, we might be able to get away with maybe one more. Or is it going to stick up too much? Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, one more. Beautiful. We might, I think that's plenty. Yeah, I'm going to put a strip of designer's newspaper across the top. I am. It's so warm in here tonight. It's unreal. So all my papers have lined up beautifully. And then we can even add strips of little paper top of here. So they've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 spaces for photographs. Absolutely lovely. So let me just, oops, that looks a little bit lopsided, doesn't it? Yeah, it's all lined up perfectly. Beautiful. They're all just laying so perfectly. Wonder what's under there. Oh, I should have added a little, maybe a belly band. That would have kept it in place. But because it's standing up in our book, it's not going to interfere much. So let's get some papers. See what we've got we can add. Let's find some more. So we've got these other two gorgeous pieces. We've got love hearts. We've got those love hearts. We've got the dolls. I quite like this. I'm going to have the love hearts, I think, just for my strips down either side. Now, they're going to fit there beautifully. I'm going to butt that up close as well. So I need, that's 1 inch. So I'm going to take that to 7/8, and this side is just short, so which is 7/8. So I'm going to take that to 3/4. So let me get my trimmer. It is stifling in here. Wouldn't mind if I put my little fan on. Oh, I am just sweating gallons. So on a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and I'm going to also have a 7/8 of an inch. And then we need something for along the top. So if I do, let me just measure that. So it's 3/4. If I do that 5/8. Oh, I am so warm, it's unreal. Oops, putting that in the wrong place. Don't forget this is our flap, so we don't want any for there. Do you know what I've done? Cut through another pattern paper. Perfect. Let me just have a look. Yes, I've chopped through the pram and I've chopped through that section there where I could have used that on something. So I'll leave that out the way now, Gaynor, and then you can do that on something else. So my 1 inch strip is going down there. 7:05. My friend is due to arrive any minute. Well, about 7:30 she said. But give or take travel. We never know, do we? Loving it. Who ever thought? Perfect. And then with these little, that is so cute. And then maybe with these little strips, we can cut them down a little bit further and just have those bobbing along the top there. Oh, the glasses are falling off my nose, I'm sweating that much. So I can get little strips across there now. Beautiful. Oh, and then I will do that off camera, but I will continue to add those little strips along there. Maybe even using our love art strip. That's a little bit too narrow. Or we could alternate them between these. I just take a little slither. I've got one that's shallower on there. This one. Oh no. But that one seems to be the right distance. I love that. We could do every other one a heart. And then every other, we could add some stripes. That's nice. We could add a different strip on each one. Make it more interesting. Wide enough. I could even add this. That's too fat. Oops. I love you, baby. And it is quite alright. I love you, baby. Ah, me trying to sing. Not a chance. Ikea pencil. So cute. So the first one was that. Hearts, dots, hearts, stripes. Hearts again now, is it? Doesn't look very straight. Just using up my scraps. One more. A bit more stripe. I'd love the spots. Have I got any more spots over here? I've even got, no, I don't want brown. I've been using all these dainty little ones now. No more spots, I see. Oh, there we go. We'll use a little bit of this. There we go. Well, that's not bad for me for doing a straight cut. Sorry for going quiet. I just get so engrossed and caught up in the moment. I forget that I'm on camera. Oh, that is just beautiful. And then we could add some individual little balloons or some of these little dies. So I've cut some more out. We've got a few left. I will sit and cut a lot more out off camera. And just to add these gorgeous little balloons, maybe in the top corner, that corner, down the bottom, down that side, little girl, another little girl, maybe 2 balloons on one. Beautiful. So we've got something on every little, let's just do it quickly, isn't it? Why are we rushing? Let's just take our time, enjoy ourselves. And then I will love and leave you, come back on the next video and we will get even more done, because I'm going to try and work some of it out now before I come back on. So I've got pages organised instead of me sitting there wondering what I'm going to do next. So I just need to be a little bit more organised, because you can still add a photo on there or even just journal on there. So learn how to fussy cut a little bit better. I might even get my scan and cut out to do it. Love this. I mean, you can get really, really sweet papers for babies and boys. I love just loving the vintage. I think it's just amazing. And when I saw Diana use it, well, wow. I was just blown away. And it cost me near enough as much to buy the papers as it did to get it to me. But well worth every penny. They had 3 sets while I was ordering. So I get my money's worth out of the delivery by ordering more. So there we go. There is page 2. This is the front. And the inside, tuck spots, some more tuck spots or journaling, and then we turn over onto this beautiful waterfall element. So there we go. I'm going to love and leave you there. I'm going to come back with page, I think I'm going to take this down to 4 pages instead of 6, because otherwise it's going to be way too big, way too bulky, way too long to film. And yeah, so I'm going to love and leave you all now. Come back on the next video and we'll get some more done. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Mwah. Love you all, and if you're enjoying watching me make the video, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and a little bell as well. That way you'll be notified of all future videos. Bye for now.